Hippos are known for their enormous size and their cute and cuddly looks. However, contrary to popular belief, these giant creatures can be incredibly dangerous when provoked. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, hippos kill more than 500 people in Africa each year, making them one of the deadliest animals on the planet. In this video, we will discuss the most brutal hippo attack in history, claimed the life of Marius Ells, a 40-year-old farmer fatally attacked by his pet hippo named Humphrey. So let's dive into the story of Marius Ells and Humphrey the hippo. Marius Ells was a former army major and a farmer who owned a 400-acre farm in South Africa. He was known for his love of animals and had adopted two other exotic animals, a giraffe and a rhino. However, the animal closest to his heart was his pet hippo, Humphrey. Marius rescued Humphrey when he was just a baby hippo and brought him home to live on his farm. He had even built a lake for Humphrey to live in. After many years, Humphrey reached his full size and weight of 1.2 tons. Humphrey began displaying the wild side of his species and he started acting more aggressively. He hurt Marius's nephew very severely when he attacked him, and another time he got out of his pen and brutally murdered 6 calves on Marius's farm. It's important to note that hippos are considered highly dangerous when provoked. They are herbivores, but their highly territorial nature can make them aggressive towards humans who venture too close to them. Hippos possess massive jaws and sharp canines, which they use as weapons when fighting other hippos. A single bite from a hippo can cause almost instantaneous death for a human. Marius and Humphrey's connection amazed and scared people who saw them together. His buddies could see that this wild animal was no longer under the thumb of Marius. Humphrey's violent behavior worsened and Marius's friends stopped going near him because they were afraid for their safety. Even though his friends and family told him Humphrey was a terrible pet, Marius kept him as a pet anyway. Marius thought that he and Humphrey had a special bond and that it was possible to establish bonds even with the most dangerous of wild animals. Someday, 3 members of Marius's family went to Humphrey's enclosure to witness him eat. Marius's buddy Johann went with them. As soon as the men walked into Humphrey's pen, Johann noticed something strange about Humphrey. Johann told Marius this, and Marius asked them to observe the feedings with his uncle Lenny from a safe spot where they usually did. Just as Marius stepped into the water, he whistled and called to Humphrey. This was a command that Humphrey would usually answer like a dog, but Humphrey's body language changed much more, and obviously it was for the worse. When a hippo is angry, its ears flatten against its head. Humphrey's ears were now flat against his head. He moved quickly towards Marius, and it was completely obvious that Humphrey was getting ready to attack. Marius Ells did not notice this red flag, which was a pity. As he kept calling Humphrey, the hippo charged at him swiftly. Marius tried to swim away, but Humphrey caught him in his huge jaws, pulled him underwater. The rest of Marius's family looked on in horror as he was thrown around like a rag doll. They tried to get Humphrey's attention by throwing rocks at him, but he was too angry to be stopped. After what appeared to be forever, Humphrey finally let go of Marius's dead body and went to the opposite side of the lake. The terrible story of Marius Ells' death spread rapidly through the community, sending shockwaves through it. Many individuals were startled at an animal that seemed so